forward.
Anyway, you can switch your camera to this angle.
Okay.
Nate, move the speaker this way. Speak over there.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of moments, we're going to begin the service here. We ask if you have a cell phone or pager, if you could turn it to the silent mode. If we can all gather in a little behind the tent and move up so other people who are further away can come in.
Sit down. Got it? He's behind you. Who's Delphine? Delphine's right there. Delphine. Here, sit between both of you and see if I can do something.
The picture in the obituary is 10 times better than this.
Sit down.
No, it's the Frank, I think. Neither do
No, you don't want to sit down?
I don't. Sit down.
No,
You don't have to sit down.
I am sitting down. What's the thing for? Where's Ross?
She's behind you.
No, sit down, please.
No, stand.
No, please sit
You want to
down.
sit here? No. Dad, sit down.
Eric
They're
has
gonna
to
stand.
sit down.
Eric
Yes.
wants
Dad,
to
sit
chew on
down.
his sleeve.
I'm gonna stand.
Eric, come and
They're
sit
waiting for
down.
everyone to
Dad,
sit.
Dad, just sit down.
I don't want to sit.
I don't either. I'm not sitting here.
Jesus.
Eric,
You
this
guys
is
don't
failed.
start.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Where are you going?
Right here.
Don't
Hanging out
fart
this
on
ring.
this.
Just make sure it doesn't fall.
It's okay. It falls down.
We'll begin.
I hate this so much.
We'll begin with reciting a chapter from Psalms. It will be found in your booklets, the 23rd
I
Psalm.
have such dry mouth.
And we'll say it together in English. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Amen.
We'll ask some of the family members to share some memories and thoughts.
Are there any more chairs? You got any
Did-
extra for him?
Is Carol or Ira, do you want to?
No.
No.
But Kevin will.
Kevin.
That's what we have Kevin for. Yes.
So you can share it as well. I mean, you could do it separately or together.
Well, I usually don't prepare things and kind of go on the fly, so if I kind of bob and weave, forgive me. But thank everybody for coming. I think Ross would be truly overwhelmed at the response of support from family. And, you know, all I gotta say is, you know, Ross truly was somebody that put everybody before himself, day after day. And as indicative by, you know, his kind of second phase here in life of finding a new love and passion with nursing and sharing stories with his, you know, oldest childhood friend the other day. And hearing that Ross tell him that he doesn't care that if he has to wipe somebody's tush. If they need that, that means that they can't do it, and he's more than happy to do it. And that's just the type of person Ross is. When my wife's grandparents passed away 2 different times, very close to each other. I was traveling for work, and we were living in California at the time. Not even having to call Ross, he was there both times for Liz and for my in-laws, and he's just that type of person. He may be, a little rough sometimes, as it's kind of a genetic trait with our family. But at the end of the day, he had a huge heart. He had a love for basketball, a love for all Chicago sports, and he truly had a unique, once-in-a-lifetime bond with his younger brother Liam that was truly special to witness on a daily basis. With that said, I love you, bro. I miss you, but I'll be talking to you daily in my head like I do, because you didn't really respond to much of the phone calls anyways.
Ross, I have to talk just to Ross, because I know Ross is here, because I've been talking to Ross I talk to Ross basically almost every day, so Ross is with me anyway. You were the love of my life, my birthday twin, my soulmate, my partner in crime, and by far you were meant to be in helping other people like you always helped me. You did put a lot of faith in me, and I will hold my end of the bargain up. I am so grateful and blessed that I got to be your sister. I never had a brother like you, and you will be in my heart, and you are with me wherever I go. Thank you for teaching me every single thing possible about the NBA. And I thank you for congratulating me when I won, even though you lost only by 2 points.
Family NBA Fantasy League.
At least you were able to give me the benefit of the doubt. You were always fair. You never lost your patience with me, and I only learned every good thing that I need to be will be the way that you have taught me. And I'm forever grateful for the past 26 years that I've been with you, and I love you, and you are with me and all of us forever.
Okay, thank you. Want to say something?
Not going to say as much as Kevin, but
No one does.
when my dad called me up and told me that this happened, Ross, I was just in shock. I was just talking to Brian Merrill about when Ross was always laughing when Brian Merrill got stuck in our laundry chute. Ross was at the top of the stairs laughing, and then we just left him there and went about our business. And Brian was in the chute. Ross was standing outside laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" He said, "Brian's in our laundry chute." I said, "Better him than me." And he was just he was lighthearted, and he had a big heart. That's why he wanted to go and help people, because he was that's how he was. He just wanted to go out and help people live, and that's what he did. That's why he got into this whole nursing thing. So we're all gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I miss him now, and that's about all I can say. I love you, Ross.
The nurse.
She is.
She's here.
She is.
The rabbi.
She said
You can talk to her. You're in super violent.
Why would you want to speak?
Why do you want to say something? You don't want to say anything?
Huh?
You want to say anything?
No, you're not.
Aidan?
No, I can't.
No. Okay.
Can I have his best friend come and speak? Brian?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I got out of the chute eventually.
I got out of the chute.
This is a very difficult thing to do right now. It's very hard to talk. There's nobody in this world that I share more memories with outside of my immediate family than Ross. firsts for basically everything in my life. We were predestined to be best friends. Our older brothers were best friends, so we didn't really have a choice. And
We taught you how to teach Hebrew school.
taught me how to ditch Hebrew school, amongst many other things.
I will put my personal card. Thank you.
I am gonna miss him. I am gonna miss you, Ross. And I think it's only fitting to end this with a little song by George Carlin that would make him laugh. It's one of our favorite cheers. Forgive the language in advance. Rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes tied in a knot. Hooray! Lizard shit. Fuck! I love you, Ross.
I'm going to say something because I've known Ross a long time, since Liz introduced the Felners to me. They have 3 wonderful boys, and I know that when Liz and Kevin and my husband and I think 6 other people were with him, and Aidan was being born, we spent a lot of time having pizza and having some beer and having good old times for about 6-7 hours. He was there. But the most remarkable thing about Ross, he was always thoughtful, but when Liz and Kevin moved to California, he was so kind that he took their dog Wrigley 2,000 miles across the country and delivered that dog to Liz and Kevin, because they knew how special this addition to their house was. And that really shows he really was an extraordinary, kind, giving human being. You have a wonderful family, and you're lucky you have wonderful kids that will support you all. And this too will get better. You'll be able to move on. And I send all my love, and I want you all to heal. And whenever you need to scream, holler, kick, call me. I'm always there. Love you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Maya.
I'm Liam. I'm Ross's half-brother, basically brother. We're so close. I just want to say a funny story about me and Ross. After my dad used to cook some so-so dinners, we would order some snacks, but we wouldn't want to bring them up the stairs, so we would put a string out the window and we'd tie the bag outside, and we'd pull it up outside the window so my dad wouldn't see. And Ross would be talking to Dad, so he would distract him and I'd pull it up. And we'd eat snacks in our room and watch NBA games almost all night long. And it was just one of my favorite memories with Ross. I love him so much and I'll miss him.
Oh. Here, buddy.
They're 2 of a kind. They both have diverse personality.
We have gathered here today to pay our final respects to a loving and beloved son and brother and dear friend, Ross Reuven ben Yitzchak Felner, of blessed memory. We extend our deepest and heartfelt condolences to his beloved parents, Ira, and to Carol Felner, his stepmom, Delphine, his brothers, Eric Epstein, Kevin and Liz, and Liam, and his nephew, Aidan. Ross was exceptionally kind. Although he faced many challenges, he didn't let them get him down. He never gave up, and rather, he persevered to become something that he truly wanted to be. A nurse, giving to others. When Ross was studying nursing, he applied for a secretarial job at the University of Chicago Hospital, and his interview went so well that he was immediately offered a position. In the end, his schooling schedule did not allow him to take up the offer, but he focused on his schooling, and when he was ready to join the team as a nurse, he took every opportunity to learn and was so eager to know more. His supervisor, who I spoke with, told me that every training, every opportunity to learn something new, training, Ross is like, sign me up, I'm in. Ross was a man of integrity. No task was too small or too big. His patients loved him. He went above and beyond to take care of them. And he was dependable. If he said he'd be right back, they knew he'd be right back. His fellow nurses also knew that they could depend on him. Before they'd even have a chance to ask that a specific task be done, he said, "Don't worry about it, I already took care of it." He was a very valuable member of the team. In my own conversations with him, who I was privileged to meet him many times, he was focused on what he could do to help others. He was always in a good mood, and he touched the hearts of so many. He enjoyed, as mentioned earlier, all things Chicago sports, the Bulls, the Blackhawks, and spending his free time with his dear family. He had a unique and admirable zest for life, and now he is sorely missed. It is noteworthy to mention that the Hebrew word for funeral is levaya, which does not mean to say goodbye or to bury, but rather to accompany or to escort. This is because we do not see death as an end to life, but rather as a transition from one state of existence to another. Still, transitions are not easy. Transitions can be difficult and very painful. You know how it is. For example, when someone needs to relocate to begin a new phase in life, there's so much anxiety and trepidation, not only for them, but also for their family and friends. It's a big step, and so on the first day, at that initial point of transition and separation, their family doesn't just wave goodbye and wish them well. The family accompanies them, holding their hand at every step of the way, giving the clear message that they will not be forgotten, God forbid. It is but a rite of passage, a necessary step in life's journey. But they are not alone. They are loved and will be okay. The essence of a person is not their physical body, but their neshama, their spiritual soul. Even as the body expires, because its allotted time in the world has unfortunately ended, the neshama, the soul, lives on. The essence of the person lives on, always and forever. Nevertheless, there is a point of transition, the point of separation from the physically living that is very painful. And at that point, the neshama, the soul, hovers over the body and finds it very difficult to ascend on high. It does not want to leave. That's when those who love this person deeply, all of us gathered here today, come out to the levaya to escort the soul, the neshama, along. We help him ascend, assuring him that he is loved and he is not being abandoned or forgotten. He will continue to live on, although his physical presence among us will be sorely missed. In Jewish literature, we have 3 terms for referring to a cemetery. A Beit HaKvarot, which means a house of graves, a Beit Olam, a house of eternity, and a Beit HaChayim, a house of the living. Seemingly, the house of graves and the eternal home fit properly, as that is what it is. But why would we refer to it as a Beit HaChayim, the house of the living? What's the significance of this third name? When you pull up to the cemetery, it's a house of graves. When the deceased is interred, it becomes a Beit Olamim, an eternal house. When they transition from our world to the spiritual world. However, when we take lessons from their life and we live with that what we learned from them, when we carry on their legacy, then they have a continued life. We call it a house of the living because they live through us by inspiring and touching the daily lives and choices of their family and friends and relatives and communities and colleagues. They are in a very real sense still alive. Their own dreams and ideals continue to live in a very tangible way in the earthly lives of the people touched by their love and goodness. Let us take this priceless gift of Ross's kindness, his determination, his perseverance, his giving nature. Let us take this inspiration and learn from it, think about it, and draw inspiration from it. And most importantly, let us bring it into our lives. Now it is time for us to continue and share his love with everyone around us. Through us, he will live on. Tehei nishmasayo, srura b'tzrar hachayim. May the soul of Reuven ben Yitzchak be bound in the eternal bond of life, and may God comfort his loved ones, Besoch Shar Avei Tzion v'Yerushalayim, amongst the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
We will recite the memorial prayer, which could be found in the booklets. I will say it in Hebrew, however, feel free to follow along in the transliteration or English. El Malei Rachamim, Shreichen Meroyimim, Hamsei Menucha, Nechoina Tachas Kanfei Ashchina, B'mailois HaKadoshim Utahirim, Kizayar Harakia Mashirim, Es Nishmas Reuven ben Yitzchak, Shehalach Le'ilamai, Bavor Shenadvut Staka, Biadas Karas Nishmasai, Bigan Aidan Menuchasai, Lachin Balarachamim Yastireu Beseser Kenafav Le'ilamim, V'yitzrer B'tzrer Achayim Es Nishmasai, Adonai Hu Nachalasai, V'yanuach B'shalem Al Mishkavai, V'noimar Amen. At this point, we will ask the family and all of his friends and family and colleagues to take a moment to approach Ross and ask for any forgiveness for anything that we may have done in our lives, and to ask him to forgive us for anything we may have done. We'll start with the family, and everyone come silently.
Which side is his head?
You could do it from your place.
Where's his? Right there.
It's on the right.
Jump in.
It's mom. And we pop you eat this first. I can't.
Go ahead, Eric.
Kevin.
Did you want to sit? No. Yeah, no, actually, you're standing on the. You have to move the stones. Yeah, they had to move the
We have over here special earth from the Holy Land. We'd like to ask Kevin to add this. The belief is, it's a fundamental Jewish belief that there will be a time that we will all be reunited with our loved ones, starting from Israel. And by adding earth from Israel, we are by extension making this a part of the land of Israel, that he will be able to rejoin us immediately.
Everyone here doesn't show up for the burial. Ideally, we try to do it as much by human as possible, and then there will be Kaddish.
Ladies and gentlemen, once the cemetery workers have removed the equipment, it's traditionally that for those in attendance, friends and family participate in the burial. There's some shovels here. The tradition is we place a couple of measures of earth into the grave, and then we place the shovel back in the mound, and the next person takes the shovel. At the conclusion of the interment, the family will be getting together at the Felner residence, 1446 South Prairie Avenue, where they'll be there today from 2 to 8 p.m. and then tomorrow in Highland Park, 390 Moraine Road from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
I'll just add that tonight by the Shiva this afternoon from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. there is parking available on Prairie Avenue with special permit parking passes, as well as at the Sky 55 garage has been organized by the family.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you approach the grave, the ground is very uneven. Just watch your step, so we don't want anyone getting hurt.
Then you have to take over.
Alvin, go ahead.
There's another.
Wasn't in the agreement. Carol, come here. Carol. Delphine here. Carol.
That's okay.
I knew that. Here, just shovel the few roots through. Be careful.
How are you? Is Arizona still okay? You have arthritis?
Oh, I don't know. I
don't
mean either. Okay.
What are you doing?
I need help to find out stuff. Yeah, I remember when I was living in Allstate.
How are you doing? I love you, little man.
I was going to come in anyway for Thursday and then this happened. Yeah, I had too much to fight. I mean, all you guys have long. I mean, I know little you guys were old, but now you're slow.
Thank you. Thank you for
that. A week this week. I'll be here till Sunday.
This is my brother Eric. This is one of very close friends.
Oh.
This is Kevin's other brother. Awesome.
In a couple of moments, we're going to finish with the concluding prayers. For those who still want to participate, you may come from either side of the mound and participate in the burial.
Yeah. Well, this is not the place to do now. I haven't thought of three of us. And, I kept for sure. I'm great. I got that. I was sort and then he left Thank you. That's why I asked.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can have the family come back to the tent where we're going to do the concluding prayers.
Is it in the sheets or in their sheets?
Yeah. Eric Carol.
So just that Sora.
And I have the Kaddish here, friend. We will do the concluding prayers of the service. I'll say it in Hebrew, followed by Kaddish by the family. Hatzur tamim palo ki chol derachav mishpat elamun avinu vel tzadik v'yasher hu. Hatzur tamim b'chol payal miyemer le masifol. Hashalit b'mata u'b'mal. Me'mis u'machaya. Meirid she'el vayoal. Hatzur tamim b'chol ma'isa miyemer le matasa. Hayemer v'esa chasach chinam lanu sasa. V'schos ha'nekad keseh akshiva v'aseh tzadik v'chol derachav hatzur tamim. Erech ha'payim u'malei rachamim. Chalmal navachos na'ala v'suvanim. Ki l'chadin aslichais v'arachamim. Tzadik ata adinei lahamis u'lehachayis. Asher b'yadcha pikten kol ruchais. Chalila l'chazer chayneinu limchais. V'yiyu na'inecha b'rachamim aleinu fikuchais. Ki l'chadin arachamim v'aslichais. Adam im ben shana yichya, ayalav shanim yichya. Ma yisren like kalai haya yifka, yiyah baruch tayano emes, memes umachaya. Baruch hu ki emes dinay umeshaitei takel be'enai. Umeshalim l'adam chashbein evidinei v'akel l'shmei haidaya yiteinu. Yadanu adonai kitzadik mishpatecha tzitzdak b'davrecha v'zizka v'shavtecha v'ena hararachar midas shavtecha. Tzadik ata adonai v'yasher mishpatecha. Dayan emes shefet tzadik v'emes, baruch tayano emes. Shekol mishpatev tzadik v'emes nefesh kol chai b'yadecha. Tzadik mala yaminacha rachim al pleit asein yadecha v'semer lamalach heraf yadecha. Gedel hoytze v'ravu ali l'asher inecha pikuchais al kol darchi v'nei adam lasis leish kedrachav. V'chifri ma'ala alav l'hagid ki yasher adonai tzuri v'le'av l'asaboi. Adonai nasan v'adonai lakach. Yehi shem Adonai mevayrach v'oracham yechabrav v'lo yashchis v'her b'la shivapay v'lo yair kol chamasai. The family will now recite the Kaddish in the memory of Reuven ben Yitzchak.
I'm saying this is transliteration. Yeah.
Ideal, yeah, since his parents are
I am seeing people I haven't seen in 20 years. It's amazing. With social media, it goes real quick.
Amazing.
Yeah. And they all love it. You guys are wow.
Badala Odesman Karev the Imra Amen. The Hey Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Alame Amaya Yisparech Yisparech
I can't believe how tall he is. Where did that come from? Well, then, thank God for their Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Osa. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the service. It's customary for friends and family form an aisleway leading away from the grave, and immediate mourners walk through, and we offer them the traditional words of condolences. So if we can form an aisleway leading away from the grave of 2 rows of friends and family facing each other, and then the family will walk through.
Where's the cup? It's over here.
Once again, the Shiva will take place today, this afternoon, from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. at the Felner residence, 1446 South Prairie Avenue, and then tomorrow in Highland Park from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at, what's your address? 390 Marine Road, Highland Park. So again, today 2 to 8 p.m. in the city, and tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. in Highland Park. Tonight in the city, parking has been arranged. You can pull up and get permit parking in front of the house.
Okay?
I heard about that.
Ready?
Sorry for your long.